G'day everyone, welcome to another set of summons videos and also a hero review video. So in this one, it's just ticked over to May in the Small Giant Games calendar, and with that comes a new hero of the month. This month it's a blue sharpshooter named Vizor. You can see there he has very attack-oriented stats, so he's got 748 attack, which is fourth best in the game at the moment, behind Cooper, Pantera, and Hush. He's also got pretty decent defense, which most of those aforementioned heroes don't have, but he is a little bit lighter on health compared to them. So he's definitely geared towards being a damage dealer, which, when you read the rest of his special skill, makes a lot of sense. He is fast charge speed at 60, so this is it's one of the fastest around actually. There's a couple that are faster than him, but he is 3 charge units faster than Cooper, who's going to be the one I'm going to compare him to the most because they're very similar. So like Cooper, he deals direct damage, so 220% damage to the target, with an additional 200% damage if the target's HP is low, less than 50%. So Cooper's is very similar to this. Cooper deals 275% damage, so a little bit more in the direct damage phase of things, and then also deals 200% additional damage if they have less than 50% health. They differ in the final line, so Vizor, he gains stealth buff. I haven't summoned and played around with him yet, so I'm assuming it's a buff or an effect, as well as 28% dodge. Reading this little question mark, what stealth is that heroes with stealth, so in this case just Vizor, as he's the caster, cannot be targeted by special skills. So yeah, it's an interesting mechanic. In defense, it's probably not going to be overly useful because you just don't target him. It's pretty simple. Versus in attack, you might be able to make a little bit of use of it, but it's going to be very random. So like if you've got Vizor in a team with 4 other heroes, there's only a 1 in 4 chance that the enemy would target him anyway. So yeah, and I'm not sure how it works in with damage over area heroes. So if you've got a target a nearby person where the enemy hero targets the guy next to Vizor, whether he doesn't take damage or what, I'm not sure at this point. I haven't summoned him, and as I said, I haven't been able to test him, but he looks pretty good overall. I think he is overall inferior to Cooper. I really love Cooper's ability where he generates 50% charge instantly if the target is killed versus this stealth thing. It's much more easy to make use of and manipulate. Cooper also does a little bit more direct damage initially, so 275% versus 220%. Numerically, because Cooper has the higher attack stat anyway, he ends up dealing out a little more damage, by and large anyway, versus Vizor, who's got less percentage listed as well as having less damage percentage. So the trade-off is though that Vizor has slightly just faster charge speed, but I'm pretty sure 57 and 60 are in the same bracket. Just give me a second to double check that. There we go. Okay, no, so they're different charge brackets. So Vizor at 60 fits into fast charge already, versus Cooper at 57 is also 57 or 58. Hang on, I should actually check that because 58. Sorry. So yeah, 2 units difference. Both sit in the fast charge bracket, but Vizor is a little bit faster and in theory is going to be easier to get up to the next charge break. So at 58 and 60 charge, both require 9 tiles to charge. The bracket that cuts off to get to 8 tiles to charge is 65. So Vizor can get there with the +6 gun, whereas Cooper requires +7 to get to that bracket. So a little bit easier to charge break, but overall I would say that Vizor is slightly inferior to Cooper. In terms of the other blue heroes that are out there, sorry, I'll just change a couple filters on my sheet. So there is one hero who is more sniper oriented than Vizor, which is Pantera, but he is 50 charge, so he's only average speed. So a little bit easier to charge and kill people. Otherwise, it's a bit of a drop off to the next attacking hero. Probably Banshee and Logan are the next ones along, but they're relatively, well, Banshee's slow speed, deals out a lot of damage, but is slow speed, and Logan is average at 216. So I'd probably rate Vizor as one of the top attacking blue options that's available at the moment, just in terms of his damage output. But yeah, I'd do rank him a little bit lower than Cooper. But anyway, the other thing that's dropped this month is the Trailblazer SVK, which is the green weapon of the month. This one looks pretty good. I'd probably rank it as one of the best available green weapons, particularly for defense teams because of the dodge stat that's in there. Dodge is one of... Scratch that. Dodge is probably the most infuriating thing on defense teams without anything coming close to it. But then interestingly with this gun, it's also got accuracy. So it's kind of like got gives the hero the ability to miss more, but also gives them the chance when they're attacking, better chance to hit the enemy. So accuracy is kind of like the exact inverse of dodge. So we see it a little bit in some of the master weapon guns where there's that accuracy / crit, but that's tied into one effect, whereas this has got it separated out into two effects. So it'll be interesting to see if this accuracy somewhat alleviates against, say, Blunderbuss's effect, where you get minus 33% accuracy, whether they then sort of half cancel each other out, so you end up with only minus 17% accuracy. You probably won't be able to see that, and the missed tiles will still probably annoy the hell out of you, but it could be an interesting one for that application. 230 versus 217 defense, so it is a little bit more attacking oriented. It's not the biggest attack gun, I don't think. I don't actually have a list of guns, but just instinctively I'm saying it's not. But it does look like a pretty decent gun. Yeah, I mean, if you get it, I would definitely level one of them for defense teams because, as I said, dodge is king on defense. And at the moment, green only has a 4-star dodge gun, which is the Easy Pro. So this one would be a bit of a step up on that. So yeah, since my last summons video, I managed to accrue another 31 epic hero tokens. Since then as well, they've introduced this little quality of life feature down in the bottom left where you can choose to use 1 or 10 tickets at once. So I've got 31, so I'm going to use those 31 in this video. I'm still chasing Pika. I would love to get her, but it is all still a gamble, as with everything. So there's still only a 0.33 recurring chance of getting her. No, 0.0. Yeah, so 0.3% or 0.0033 in terms of a probability number. So I've got the 30 tickets here. So just rough number, 31. So to get Pika specifically, I have in these 31 tickets about a 9.8% chance of getting her. I've also gotten a little bit more gold, so I was going to do probably another 30 gold summons as well, which takes it out to being, instead of a 31% chance, it's, sorry, a 10% chance, it takes it out to about a 20% chance. So odds are still not in my favour, but I would definitely like Pika if I can get her. So use this 1 to start with, Reiko, and then we'll use some of these as 10s. So Laszlo, Famke, Gem, Brianna Rana. This is definitely very purple heavy. Bucky, Radico again. Bucky again. And that's it for the first 10. So 2 Buckies, which is not overly useful. Magnus. Teller. Sorry, I'll just turn the volume off. Could end up coming through in the recording as well. Min. So, 1 legend. Oh, back-to-back legendaries. Okay, that has officially never happened to me before, getting 3 legendaries back to back to back. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably trade all 3 for 1 Pika, because the odds are probably better to get Pika than to get the 3 of them back to back. But yeah, that's definitely a first for me. Yeah, hopefully my RNG isn't all used up, because it would really be nice to get Pika as the only available yellow 5-star healer at this point in the game. Lots of 3 stars this time. I suppose I have used up probably my quota for 5. Hey, there we go. Bonus draw. So there is Vizor. So yeah, I'll probably end up leveling him. Probably not speed leveling. I've got Jackrabbit I'm leveling at the moment, and then I've got Face Off that I'm kind of working on in the background as well for blue. He might get a run in after that. Alright. Keep going. There's the first Jackrabbit. So 32 summons in to get the first Jackrabbit. May have used up all of my luck ball in that one run. Second Jackrabbit. Third Jackrabbit. Alright. Keep going. 20 more, and then we'll call it a day on this one. So. Nothing use in this one so far. I think that's it. Yep. Alright. Nothing useful there, all food. Last 10 in this portal anyway. I've got 10 saved coins for the mercenary event as well, which I'll use up at the back end of this video. So it would seem that the odds are not in my favour for this one, which is okay. I mean, can't win everything. Oop, second Vizor. So no Pika at this point. I don't know whether I'll do any more summons in this portal, but double Vizor, which is nice, or 3 Vizors. I think 3. Yeah, 3 at this point. So that's pretty good. I'll probably end up keeping all 3 copies of him. Yeah, so I've got 1,000 event coins here as well, so just use these up as well, and that'll pretty much be it for this video. So from the mercenary portal, I've got a chunk of them. There are ones that I still like. Vincent is probably the one that I'd love most, because I'm missing a green sniper at this point, and also a warfighter, but it doesn't look like you're gonna get anything. Nothing. Alright, well, there you go. So, as I said, the odds of me actually getting Pika off the 30 tickets that I had was just under 10%, and then adding on an extra 30 summons as well, only boosted up to just under 20% for 60 total. If I took it up, if we take the maths out even further, if I took it up to, say, 100 summons, I'd still only be, I wouldn't even be cracking 30% chance of getting Pika. If we boosted that out to 200, you know, I'm still not at 50%, you're only at 48% odds of getting Pika specifically off the portal. So, you know, at that point, you've gone 200 summons at 2,600 gems, and say you're getting 10,000 gems for 99.99 USD. So you're looking at having spent, you know, that doesn't seem right. $5,000? Yeah, about that, for 200 summons. No, that doesn't sound right. $500. Yeah. So, realistically, chasing after a specific hero is always dangerous. As much as I would love to get Pika as a fast combat healer, at this point it doesn't look like I'm going to get her, which is okay. I've had a fair bit of luck from this portal. I managed to get Hairwear and also Bunny Hop, which is awesome. And then, as I said, that crazy run of heroes where I managed to pick up 3 legendaries at once in a row was something special. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Yeah, if you like the content and the review that I've done on Vizor and the weapon of the month, feel free to swing my channel or subscribe. I'll try to do a couple more of these style videos with future heroes. I'm also looking at doing a calendar video at the start of each month, seeing as I do create a calendar for the community. Just verbally running through the different events and the timeline on them and all that kind of stuff. But that's still a thoughts one at this stage. But yeah, I've been working this weekend as well on my beginner's guide, so I should hopefully have the first couple episodes up by Monday, which is going to be awesome. And then I'll just keep chugging away on the rest of those episodes in the background. So yeah, as I said, feel free to swing my channel, subscribe if you've liked the content. And yeah, I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Cheers, bye.